Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How you doing? It's Russell from Porky's Corner, the biggest gob in sport. You all know that. I could do a good impression of Harry White. Hey, baby. Right, Conor Benn. WBC have took him out at rankings, haven't they? He's not registered with border control, whether he's let it lapse or whether he's get it up or what, I don't know. 7 months out at ring, 21-0, 14 by way of not won a British title or a European or a Commonwealth or an area belt or an English. There's no domestic belts. At one point, a few years ago, they were WBA number 5. That was a couple of years ago. Now, I don't want to kick a man when he's down, but 2 dope tests, July and August. What's all that about? It's the silence I have a problem with. I've spoke to people in the game. I've spoke to people who know the system and the drug taking system and what happens and things like that. And why is he not requested the B sample? Why not? That's the first thing you do. So, well, that part's contaminated. When you get your pee, Let me just show you this mug. This is Roma's mug. This Polish woman who works here at the factory. This is her mug. Apparently, there's going to be hell when she finds out I've used it. But this is what I say: F you, Roma. I'll use any mug I want here. It's the mug. I'll wash it. I'll put it back in cupboard. So if anybody tells you, the moles, aren't they? Bubbles. So, but anyway, getting back to this. If they poured the pee from the cup into 2 test tubes, maybe one of the test tubes could have been contaminated. So if you're innocent, you'd be screaming, wouldn't you? Be like, I'm not took out. So I want that B sample tested because the test tube for the A sample could have been contaminated. It might have had something in it or anything. So let's clear it up and test the B sample. Where's the B sample? Where is it? Where were Dylan White's? Where's Conor Benn's B sample? Where? Not rocket science, is it? That's what I want to know. But the fact that they're not saying anything, there's a problem, isn't there? Everything that Eduardo Hill said has not happened, has it? It's a bit like Joshua. He's going to be out December and all that. They're talking March, April now. Then it'll be April, May, then May, June. Joshua might not fight again. He might not fight again. They're going to try and get easy pickings. If Fury can do it, Joshua's going to do it. Dylan White, Joshua, who can get behind that? You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it. But what bothers me is that involvement with that Dr. Usman. I mean, he's gone missing him, hasn't he? You know, there's pictures of him in July and all this, and Ben saying, well, they only joined him in August and all that. Load of rubbish. Look, do you know when you're caught, sometimes you just got to go, you know what? I'm caught. Guys got caught, and that's it. A massive problem with this, and you know, how many times has it happened to other fighters? I mean, there's this question mark over every win now in that gym. Do you know when people are failing dope tests from gyms? There's a question mark goes over the full gym, doesn't it? You know, if Conor Benn's on it, who are his mates? Are the people in gym? We don't know, do we? Have they failed it? Has anybody else failed it at match? Who else has been covered up? At board knee deep in this? Is somebody going to be a whistleblower from board and tell all? I think they're all knee deep in it, all the lot of them. It's funny how the board came out, didn't they? And as soon as Daily Mail got all that story, the board came out and said, oh, that fight's off. But they were all up for it, weren't they? They were all in on it. They all wanted some of that free gratis. Like me in Spain, eat what you want, drink what you want. That's where you stop in, and I'll pick tab up. It's free gratis, isn't it? Free gratis is great, isn't it? But you've got to perform, haven't you, to prove yourself. But these don't need to perform. Bored. All they do is tick a box, don't they? There's no hard graft in that. Go into boxing shows, VIP, or Robert Smith going in limos when he was a man driver. Somebody else is picking up the tab. You're all going to put in hotels. It's lovely, that, isn't it? Every weekend, Friday, Saturday. Lovely jubbly. Bit like with judges, isn't it? You know, when promoters are picking tab up for them. You feel obliged, don't you, to give the close rounds to that promoter. You know what I'm on about, don't you? Ian John Lewinson. Is it Ian John? Yeah, that's Ian John Lewison. I was getting mixed up with that other guy. Ian John Lewis, is it? Hey, a minute, we know who he is, don't we? He's with Ireland, isn't he now? He'll bottled it coming on my channel. The point I want to make is humans are creatures of habit, aren't they? And if they could have got away with that, they'd have got away with that. But they've all been ready to stop the fight. Stop that fight if it looks like something's getting hurt. If Conor were getting hurt or Chris or whatever, stop it. Let's play it safe and let's all get paid. They don't care who wins. It weren't for a belt. It's at a catch weight. It was about money from start to finish, and it showed the sheer grubbiness of boxing at the moment. And boxing needs new leaders. It needs people like Eddie Hearn, promoter's license took off them. That's what it needs. To send a deterrent. It needs life bans and let them appeal for 2 or 3 years. It needs life bans. Liam Cameron had an adverse finding of cocaine. 4-year ban, first offence. Oh, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 for all of you who can't count. So that's how I looked at it. But 2 dope tests failed, and I've got people abusing me in comment sections and writing emails that long. When I see emails that long, I'm like, do I have to read that? I get somebody to read it back to me when I've got time. I don't want to read emails that long. No offense, some of you people who I like can send me emails that long. Brilliant, but I'm not going to read abuse that long. Oh, he's failed 2 dope tests by VADA, the gold medal of testing, the condom of champions. What more do you need? What about UCAD? They're not even as good as VADA, are they? So when you're failing dope tests, 2 in a month, Houston, we have a problem. Got a problem. But the sheer silence of it all and then your license and all, letting it dissolve and all that, whatever. And don't want to fight for board again, just like Mr. Old Man said he weren't going to. Well, your old man did, didn't he? So there's talkers and the smoky bacon walkers. Get on a plane and go back to Australia then. Go back and living out there. Good at that. Don't talk about it, do it. You're a drug cheat, hold your hands up. You're going to have to do, or you're going to be in denial. It's like a big weight off your shoulder. That's what this is. So, okie dokie. So, I hope we can put this to bed now. It'll probably pop up, won't it, in a couple of weeks or something, and say something, and we're all going to talk about it all again and listen to utter nonsense. If you've got enough money, you can get off with anything. That's how I look at that. I think it's a shame. What, coming up 27, he's 21 and 0. It's a shame. It's a crying shame. But hey ho, what can you do? Big shout out to Spartan Demolition and Civil Engineering. Big shout out to Welcome Estates. Proudly sponsored by them, as you do. Okie doke. Peace out.